Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's chief of staff being impersonated. A person is reported to have impersonated White House Chief of Staff Susan Wiles and texted and called her contacts. The reporting says that Wiles believes her phone's contact information was compromised in a hack. It looks like it was her personal phone, not a government device that was compromised. It also looks like Wiles was proactive in informing contacts of the potential breach once she was aware of it. The person impersonating her asked lawmakers for various things, ranging from a list of people who should be pardoned to asking for money. Some of the messages contained requests for information about Trump and horrible grammar. The imposter's communications to others also drew suspicion at times because the messages were too formal. Despite the signs, it appears that some lawmakers fell for it for at least a while. Some of the people who talked to who they believed was Wiles said the voice sounded like her, leading to speculation that AI was used to mimic her voice. The FBI is investigating the breach, but speculation is running wild about who is responsible. Once the FBI reportedly informed the White House that they didn't believe another country was involved, the speculation grew even more bizarre, with one of the more humorous but probably false theories being that it was somebody inside the Trump White House trying to jockey for position by embarrassing Wiles or gathering information. The only thing that makes this remotely believable is that Wiles is supposed to be the person keeping political jockeying in check. The reality is that based on publicly available information, any theory about who is behind this is really just a guess. Another bit about the story that's worth noting is that the imposter's communications didn't originate from Wiles' number. Just as a free bit of security advice, it's wise to have a secret word or phrase that close associates would know to identify yourself over telecommunications, especially in the event that you have to make contact from an unknown number without advance notice. If somebody was to receive a call from an unknown number that does not include the authentication word or phrase, they should disregard the incoming message until the sender can be verified. Even if the message is coming from the correct number, but it seems off, the authentication word or phrase gives people a way to verify who it is. If this very basic security measure had been employed, there would be no risk of information being compromised. If only government officials were briefed and advised on this practice, especially since it became widely circulated advice for the general public in December of 2024, during the whole Salt Typhoon thing, when word went out that prominent people's phones were being targeted by a large and persistent telecommunications system breach. The advice was being relayed all over major networks and in most online outlets. Our video on it went out on December 6th. I know the secret word or phrase bit seems annoying, but it's important to remember that when it comes to communications, they can be either secure or easy, never both. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.